Nope. Serious?
Call you like a cobra.
Hello everyone, it's me Steedo again with another commentary video. And before you click off this video, there is a surprise in this video. In fact, there's multiple surprises in this video. You need to watch the whole 10 minutes, I promise you. The surprises definitely aren't, you know, just a bunch of ads. Aside from that, this video I actually got the idea from these two fights. I think it's the first two fights that where I actually got this original video idea from, and I actually got really lucky that this ended up happening because I was just messing around in ranked looking for something interesting to record. But in general, yeah, this you might notice that this Namekian is a bit of the there's a word for it. I'm thinking of the word right now. I don't know. There's a word for playstyles like this. Jeez, I wonder what the word could be. But yeah, he's you know, he likes to wait for me to attack first. He also likes to mash his block. He also likes to key cancel, and I was like, oh, I don't really enjoy any of that. So I'm just gonna like finish him off now. Yeah, I didn't like this guy. I didn't want to waste my time with him. But yeah, aside from that, I think this is the main fight. Yeah, okay, this fight was the one that was in the intro. This guy fights me 3 times. He wins one of the fights because he lagged out of a Divine Wrath, and that's not even worth showing. I'm not joking, that's not worth showing. I feel like it'd be better to save for a different video. Maybe like a laggy compilation, because there are a few more fights in this video that I didn't show to their fullest, because I feel like they'd make more sense in a different video, because it would be more entertaining that way. But yeah, aside from that, this guy said yada yada yada, I'm a scrub, you know, like any generic Xenoverse player does. And I'm like, alright, well, you know, you'll obviously be inclined to fight me if you know I'm such a scrub. So, you know, he just key cancels a lot in XYs. He really likes the high tension turn evasive, and I've only seen people using it as of recently. I don't know what made everyone use it. I mean, I know you can use it in knockbacks. So for example, you can use high tension turn and like perfect shot someone. I've seen people do like that a ton recently, but why that move? The energy barrier is already in the game. You know why? It's like people are just trying to pretend they're not cheap. I don't know if that makes sense or not. So yeah, this guy calls me a scrub apparently, but you know, he's one of a male Saiyan who, you know, key cancels and XYs and then loses to a Freezer. And, no, we're done! In the most embarrassing way possible. I don't know why you'd have an evasive that doesn't actually protect you. I don't know why people put on evasives that don't protect him. That, again, most people put on their evasives because of how good the evasive is in terms of, for example, stuff like Dragon Burn and Energy Barrier. Those are the evasives, or Absolute Zero. You see those get used more because while they do also protect you, they also combo the person. Like, they can get a combo set up, and that's all people care about in this game. They just want an excuse to hit you for longer. So that's why you'll never see, like, I don't know, Spirit Explosion as anyone's evasive. Because yes, while it is like, it will protect you from literally anything, it doesn't let you do a combo or start a combo or, you know, something crazy like that. It also doesn't do massive amounts of damage. I'm more referring to headshot than anything else that time. But yeah, this guy, you know, he claims I'm a huge scrub, so I'm just waiting for the part where he beats me. I say that as a joke, but he did actually beat me. So yeah, that's a bit depressing. Oh, this is another thing you can do with Blades of Judgment. I keep forgetting. If you get interrupted in the middle of Blades of Judgment, the blades will stay there. So you can just fly down to them and wait for them to explode when someone flies next to them, which is really cool. I don't know what made them do that, but I appreciate it as one of the 2 people on the planet who uses Blades of Judgment. I failed the perfect block here because, you know, I'm such a good player. And I start messing around with him because I'm not taking him seriously like here. No, I fly away from him, and he just gives up. He doesn't bother to chase me. The reason I use Sledgehammer there is because, like I said, if I showed you the fight where he beat me, and don't worry, that will come in a video soon. He loved his Sledgehammer in the fight where he beat me. He knew he needed to rely on a Sledgehammer after he beat me with it once, so that's why he tried it again in that fight. This guy is the 2nd star of the show, because I feel like this guy is more of the... This guy didn't have anything as funny to say, which is why he wasn't the intro of the video. He was just kind of, I don't know... He was a bit too generic, actually, like most Xenoverse players. I mean, you can see how much he's key cancelling. That shows how generic he is. Come on, there's not really much else you have to say. So after fighting all of the people, the first 3 fights gave me the idea that, hey, maybe I should have a video where I just backpedal against people. And I would title it, oh, they don't like it when I do it, or something like that. But the last 2 people I'm fighting, this guy and the last guy, That's why this is a with messages video now, because they decided to make it a bit spicy, because this guy gets really upset that he can't beat the tactic of me dashing away the whole fight. And the only reason I decided to do it against him specifically is because when I did try to attack him, I mean, you guys saw the start of the fight. When I did try to attack him, he was just dashing away, key stunning, waiting for me to attack first. And I really wasn't in the mood to have a stupid fight where I would just dash towards someone and then they would wait for me to attack first. And because I'm a freezer, I can't do anything about that. So I was like, hey, you know what? This guy's not respecting me. I don't have a reason to respect him. Disrespectful finishes. Okay, that's not what this video is. But I genuinely thought it wouldn't matter whether or not if I played in a less caring way against this guy. Because honestly, he's probably cheesed like, I don't know, he's probably had like a few day one newbies for breakfast. So like any intelligent person who does a stamina break for no reason, and then limit burst straight after, because you know he's a great player. He's probably like the best player in the world. By the way, he gets mad at me for limit bursting later on. But oh, I will show that far. I will show a preview of that fight though. That fight will have its own like section in the video, like down the line. But I will show a bit of that fight probably now if my editing software allows me to, because you know what, there'll be text on the screen saying whether it did or not. But I tried to hit this guy with a Divine Wrath in one fight. It goes through his body and does no damage. What do you expect? And that's the only reason I had to limit burst, because I was messing around with him. Because I know who I can beat, whether I'm messing around or not. But him, I just got unlucky, I guess. I threw a Divine Wrath, didn't work. Goes through his body. He gets me in a stamina break, and I'm like, oh, he didn't deserve to beat me. Let me limit burst. I deserve this win. So I limit burst and I beat him. And then he sends the message, oh, you get mad at people for limit bursting, but you limit burst. I only limit burst against people who I don't feel like they deserved the win. Or, I don't know, the victory, if that makes any sense. There are some people that you're just fighting and you're like, I can't give this guy the satisfaction. Because I can't get no satisfaction. I don't know why I added that joke, and that was very pointless. So yeah, this is the second fight where I just, you know, again, backpedal against this guy, because I was making, first of all, I don't play like this in my free time. But if you want to believe I play like this in my free time, that's your thing. You can believe that. Hopefully that gives you riches and fortunes and fame for believing that, because I don't know what other reason you have for believing that. But again, I'm just playing like a huge cunt against this guy. You can see I'm just dashing and key cancelling, because it's just me saying, hey, this is what you do. I hope you enjoy fighting this, because that's what you do. I really hope you enjoy fighting this, because that's all you do. Actually, I think this is the fight where I throw the Divine Wrath against the guy and I limit burst against him. I don't know, because again, a lot of these fights are way too similar. I have way too many fights in the World Tournament in this video, so I don't know. We'll see. But he gets mad that I limit burst against him, because I get mad at people for doing it. But again, I only felt like I needed to limit burst against him because he didn't deserve to beat me that time anyways. And as you see later on, I don't limit burst against him. I just flat out destroy him when I feel like it. Because again, this game doesn't give me a reason to try. I don't see any reason why I would have to try it in a game that doesn't reward you for having a brain. Like, you don't get rewarded. Yeah, this is the fight. Okay. So I do a knockdown. That is a hard knockdown, by the way. Anyone who mains a freezer can confirm that for me. And he's only on the ground for like 1 second, and then Divine Wrath misses and blows up. So of course, if you watched my last video, Return of the Demon Realm, refer to the beginning of that video. That's the exact feeling I had when my Divine Wrath missed there. Of course, he started the combo Sledgehammer. I gained nothing from limit bursting at the time. That was an awful time to limit burst. It literally didn't do anything for me. But yeah, he started the stamina break of Sledgehammer, so you know he has a massive amount of skill, and he doesn't just only go for the damage and the quickest, easiest, most effective, cheap way to beat people. That definitely can't be it, no way. And Godfist is also a move that takes a high amount of skill to use. That should also back up his hypothesis. But yeah, again, the attack limit burst does do a lot of damage for me here. But in all honesty, I didn't even need to limit burst against him, because he didn't do anything in the stamina break he had against me. Oh, here's the part where it takes him way too long to start the match. So I'm like, alright, let me check my messages. Let me see what maybe he sent me a message or something. And then I see the other guy's message. Ignore that. I just checked his message because I was like, oh, okay, well, that's still there. And then I go back to this guy and he says, oh, you complain about limit burst, yada, 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 you know. So, yeah, essentially this guy just says I'm a hypocrite. And I was like, oh, I'm not really feeling that. So I'll just beat him this time. I'll beat him so fast he doesn't have the chance to come up with any other decisions. But again, if you guys are, you know, if you want to go with the flow and say, oh, I shouldn't have limit burst against him, that's fine. That's understandable. I didn't even need to, because he wasn't going to kill me in the stamina break, and I didn't need the extra damage because I was just going to fight him seriously after I, you know, if he let me live. Well, I mean, he did let me live, but I was going to just take him more seriously, you know, now that I got a second chance to fight back. So yeah, again, obviously I need Limit Burst to beat people like this. The only 2 times he hits me, I think, is after like every key cancel. No, he does get one more combo in me. Spoiler alert, he can't even get me off green health. Yes, I don't even start with that much green health, and he struggles to get me off of green health. That's how, that's how much I need Limit Burst against this guy. Oh no, actually, he's got a point. Maybe I Limit Burst in this fight, but it was just so quick, no one saw it. Like, even in the recording, no one saw it. That's probably what it is. Yeah, that probably makes sense. I don't know why he would. So I'm really confused because he called me a hypocrite for limit bursting, but he knows I don't like key cancels and stuff like that. I mean, he knows I don't like limit burst, so he must know that I also don't like key cancels. But he key cancels his fuck dick off in all of these fights. Then I sent him a message saying, he's light work. I don't even need to try against him. I didn't even limit burst against him. He gets mad, and I said that I fought people who key cancel way more than you. So I go on Jiren, because why not? I felt like it. And as you could see, the health difference is just shocking. Again, I didn't limit burst against him. You can even see the timer to see how short the damn fight is. He limit burst. I keystone him to show him how effective his strategy is. Because key cancelling and keystoning is so difficult, right? So much skill, what's wrong? So, yeah, that's pretty much it. There's nothing else I have to say because that was a very self-explanatory video. Yeah. So if you guys like what you see, I don't know, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you also like what you see. Why